Welcome back to Red Hawk Adventures. Chris here. I'm working on getting some gear for the Moto camping, and I need to run over to REI and pick up a couple things. This weekend they have the member discount on one item, so I figured it's a great time to run over and pick up a couple things. But first I got to stop and get a coffee and oil change, and then I'm going to head up to REI in downtown Seattle. Should be pretty exciting. So I'll be back with you guys very shortly. Good old first sip of coffee. Alright, while I'm waiting for my oil to get changed in my Jeep, it's going to be a little while. I figured I'd kind of go over a couple of the things in regards to what I want to pick up at REI. So the plan is to head down there right after this, and I'm going to pick up most of the shelter stuff I need. That includes like the tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad. Those are the three big ones I want to get. I may get a couple other things like the pillow. I want one of those fill-up pillows that I can compress and put in there. I think that just comfort-wise would be much better. And I was looking at the tents. There are a couple options, so I'm going to kind of compare them a little bit while I'm there, see which one I like. REI has two that are very similar, and there's like a $40 difference. So I think I'll go with the cheaper one, unless I find any reason that they pay $40 more, but I don't think there is. The sleeping pad I saw, I kind of looked online. They don't have it in stock at any of the stores, but there's a couple other options that I think will work pretty well. So I'll take a look at those, see if I can find one that fits. Hopefully nothing much more expensive than the cost of the REI one that I really like. But yeah, with that, I'm just gonna have to sit and wait here for a little bit, wait for the oil change to be finished, and then after that we'll head over to REI. I plan to go to the headquarters one downtown Seattle. Hopefully I can go there and there won't be any issue, but it's a great store. There's a lot of stuff around there, so I think it should be fun. Alright, I'll sit here and wait. You guys will see me next over at REI. Alright, here at REI, got camping section here. We'll kind of go over a little bit. Let's start with kind of this area where I'm looking at. We have the sleeping pads here. I like these thermarest ones. This one looks pretty good here, the size of this one. But the nice thing is they actually have them out here, so you can kind of see this one here. This is that same one. You can kind of see it's decently thick, and it's self-inflating, which means it'll pump out pretty well. So I think this is kind of the one I'm looking at going with. I have a few other options here, different thickness. The material on this one is much lighter. This is definitely thicker. This REI one, that one's really soft. That one would actually be really nice. But the problem with that one, so we look at here. Definitely much longer and will not fit easily on the pack, or in a bag. So I think what we're going to do is we'll go with that thermarest one. Let's go take a look over here. We got a bunch of sleeping bags here. Let's see if we can find the one I was looking at. I think this is it here. Trailbreak. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Not looking for anything too expensive. Really, 20 degrees should be fine for most of what I'm doing. These ones pack up pretty tight, so I think that'd be good. So I have to end up collecting some of those. Now we gotta find some tents, which have to be somewhere nearby. Oh yeah, we got a few here. Not sure. They have a few options out here. We'll have to kind of take a look around and see where we can find. Maybe we can find the tents we're looking for. Oh yeah. So. Let's go around here. I'll have to take a minute to try to see what we're looking at. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, let's see. It says they have the tent I'm looking for in stock. Might have to find someone to locate it. But you know what? In the meantime, why don't we take a look around the store? I'm gonna move around here, take a look. It's a pretty big store. Yeah, here's something really cool. I don't think they've been doing it during all the government lockdown stuff, but the climbing tower they have, that's pretty nice. It's about 3 stories tall, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been on it before. Looks like they're using it in storage right now, but there's even an overlook. Let's take a look around and kind of maybe get some of the stuff I need to get out of here. See if we can grab this stuff. See if we can find a tent now. So that was the plus long. I wonder if they have the Pro Elite Apex large. Isn't there like a regular? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll grab my stuff. I'll get right back with you guys. Alright guys, leaving REI now. I'm gonna head back home and then we will unpack everything I picked up and show you guys what I have. Alright, now that we're back at the house, I'll go through the things that I picked up. Let's get my backpack out of the way here. So, the first thing I have, I got the Thermarest Pro Light Apex. You can see this one's a pretty small package. This is the sleeping pad. And then I also got an REI backpack. This is the Trail Break 20 degrees. This bag that it comes with is pretty big, but it should squeeze down a little bit more and fit into a smaller compression bag, or even fit in the open space in one of the top bags or panniers later. And then next up I have the Passage 2 backpacking tent. This one should be pretty good. It should squeeze down pretty small. If I get the tent poles out of here and put them in the top bag, this thing will get pretty tiny. And then lastly, I got a little pillow here. This will make it a little more comfortable. It's pretty small and light, and it feels like a real pillow. It kind of folds out and inflates, so I'm really excited to try this one out. But it is starting to rain here, so I'm going to try to see if I can set up the tent and the bag and stuff real quick to show you guys what it looks like. So let's get to that before it gets too wet out. Alright, well there's the tent. Enough room for me to lay down and relax. I didn't actually fill up the pillow or anything, but yeah, it's a pretty good sized tent. It should be about the right size for just myself and my gear to fit in here, and easily pack and carry on the bike. Thank you guys for joining me on my trip to REI. Really happy that I got the gear I was looking for. We now have shelter for any motorcycle trips, and we should stay nice and warm. With that, my next video, I'm hoping to get a small trip in, pack everything into the Moto backpacking top bag that I have in. Everything should fit in there pretty nicely, and so we can see how that works out. In the meantime, make sure you check out our previous videos. John just reviewed the Peak Design case. As you can see, I have one here and a motorcycle mount. I think they're pretty awesome. We both decided to go with them, so if you want to know more about that, go check out John's previous video. And if you like our content, make sure you like our videos. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you are out there riding, make sure that you keep exploring, have fun, and most of all, be safe. You know, I wish someone could just time-lapse the packing everything back up for me. It'd be a lot easier. Now it's starting to rain.